What's up, y'all? It's your guy, eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and this is your UFC 291 full card predictions. What a phenomenal card we are getting at Utah. Fucking UFC has fucking stacked this fucking card. I know we lost a fight, actually. We lost Paulo Costa. We were supposed to get Paulo Costa on this card, but hey, it is what it is. You know, not too bad, but the card's still fucking stacked. I cannot wait. I will be streaming, and yeah, man, this is a phenomenal card, and top to bottom, nothing but great fights, and yeah, man, BMF title is back. I don't know how I feel about that, but hey, it is what it is. Justin Gaethje versus Justin Poirier, fighting each other. It is just phenomenal. So yeah, fucking Jan Błachowicz versus Alex Pereira, it's phenomenal. The GOAT! Michael Chiesa returning is phenomenal. So, you know, and then you had the two geezers, Bobby Green and and Tony Ferguson. So, yeah, can't wait to break down this card, give you guys my predictions. And yeah, man, let's get to it. But before we talk about this card and how great and phenomenal it is, go follow me on my Instagram. Go follow me on my Twitter. Go follow me on my TikTok. Like, comment, and share the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. And yeah, let's talk about this card, man. We start off the curtain jerker of the night, Matthew Semelsberger versus Uros. Good fight here. Uros is moving up. I like Uros, man. I know he has that loss to Jalen Turner, but he came back and with a good victory over Omar Morales. I actually thought Omar was actually doing pretty well in this fight. Matthew Salzburg has been kind of off and on. He had that fight with Jeremiah Wells, and then he had a good performance against Jake Matthews. Has that loss to Alex Morono, but Morono is actually somewhat decent, so that's not too bad. And then he won on a good little win streak after that. So yeah, Salzburg is obviously going to be coming with the reach advantage. He's a more natural welterweight. Heavy hitter, hits hard. Yeah, here's the thing. I think Medic is the better striker out of the two. Technically, I actually do. But I just do think the strength, and I would say even the strength of schedule. Even though Jalen Turner's a legit dude at lightweight, he is a legit guy. I will say I lean towards Semelsberger because I just feel like he's the more natural welterweight here. He should impose his size, and I've always felt like a good grappler does give Medic problems. And Medic, he showed some chinniness against Turner, so I don't know how I feel. I do think he has a lot of potential to be really good. I really do, because I remember he put on a fucking beating of a lifetime on Alan Cruz. So I do think he can be good. And the Omar Morales victory was needed, but I just feel like lightweight is his division. I don't think welterweight is his division, but you never know. This kid could shock the world. Well, I don't think he'd shock the world, but he could shock me and prove me wrong and go out there and get the victory. So, but I got Matthew Semelsberger probably by KO actually in the second round. So yeah, that's my pick there. Next fight we got Miranda Maverick versus Priscilla Cachoeira. Good fight. I mean, I like it. Maverick's coming off a really crazy loss to Jasmine Judavicius. I didn't actually see that coming. Some people did. I do know there are some people that did see that coming. So respect to them for seeing that coming. But I didn't. I was in shock. I was like, what in the hell is going on? You know? But yeah, it is what it is. Priscilla Cachoeira, I mean, she has good takedown defense. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say she has good takedown defense, but she does have a good sprawl and brawl mentality. She did that to Gina Mazzani. That's how she got the knockout there. So, but I did think there was some bad reffing going on during that fight. So I will preface that. But here's how I feel. Stylistically, I think Miranda Maverick should win this fight. She is a good grappler here. She has the grappling A side here. I do think the power does go to Cachoeira. I would even say the toughness goes to Cachoeira. But if Maverick can get this on the ground, she should win this fight. I think she's the better fighter out of the two, skill for skill. So I'm going Maverick here. But yeah, Maverick did kind of get exposed in her last fight. I wouldn't say she got exposed, but she's not as good as I thought she was. And it's kind of crazy. I thought she beat Macy Barber, so shout out to my guy Ed, but I actually thought she won that. So interesting enough, that's how it kind of goes. But yeah. Oh yeah. So next fight, Jake Matthews versus Darius Flowers. Short notice fight. I mean, Darius Flowers was on a pretty good win streak. 4 fights. 1 on the Contender Series. He's a good fighter. He's tough. Somewhat has a lot of energy. Interesting guy. I think when you guys watch him fight, he's going to be very interesting. But I think Matthews, if he fights smart, I mean, he does have the wrestling upside here. Actually uses his skill set and doesn't decide to be the fucking best boxer in the UFC. I remember, Matthews got exposed bad against Ellenberger. So, yeah. But if he fights to his potential, where he actually does throw in some takedowns here and there, he should win this. I think he could actually get the sub here. I'm going to actually predict a Matthews submission in the second round. I think it's there. The takedowns are there. And Darius Flowers, do I think he can go out there and knock out Matthews potentially? I think it's very possible he could go and do that. But I just don't think... in my humble opinion, Matthews is going to be dumb enough to go and try to go tit for tat for him in the pocket. Could Matthews go out there and outwork him with the jab and stuff? I could see that. I don't like that Matthews does the low hand thing where he keeps his hand super low. That's something I don't like that he's added to his game. He's changed his game a lot since the Sean Brady loss. And I don't like the direction he went in, just going primarily striking. I hope he doesn't go in there. I think he can do this. He could outstrike him. I'm not going to say Matthews can't outstrike this kid. He could. This kid isn't that great. He's more of a Muay Thai traditional stiff striker. Decent boxing. Nothing special. I would say Matthews is actually the better boxer out of the two. But I don't want to see Matthews just go, be primarily a striker. I know the kid can grapple, and he has that in his arsenal. So, he does have a win over Li Ji Lang, who is a ranked fighter. So, Matthews can do some stuff in this division. I honestly haven't given up on him, but he better not lose to Darius Flowers. Matthews, you better not fucking lose this fucking fight. So yeah, I got Matthews here. Next fight, CJ Vergara versus Vinicius Salvador. I like Vinicius, man. I actually like him. And Vargas coming off a decent win. I mean, the Daniel Lacarato victory was actually big for him. Lots of Tatsuya Atari, no shame in that. Beat Clayton Rodriguez. CJ Vargas is a tough cat. Pure Muay Thai. Short dude. Vinicius Salvador is, more boxing, I guess, centric. Tries to move, but I don't know. I'm rooting hard for Vinicius Salvador here to go get the victory. I actually like the guy. He's actually fun. But I'm gonna take CJ Varga here by decision. I think he'll out-tough him in the clinch. And he'll just do some of the traditional things he always does. Try to get takedowns, get top time. I think he's the more well-rounded of the two, but I do not be surprised if Vinicius Salvador comes out there. It teaches him how to box. Do not be surprised. He puts on a masterclass. So, I like the guy. So, I wouldn't be surprised here. Next fight, Roman Kopylov versus Claudio Ribeiro. I'm rocking with Roman Kopylov, man. Roman Kopylov put on a masterclass of a performance in his last fight against Punahele Sarion. I was in shock watching that fight. He looked amazing. I was like, wow, he just won me over. Obviously, the Lister Jashirko performance was good too. That was fucking good. But what he did to Sariano, he sunned him. That was a sunning. So respect to him. Obviously, Claudio Ribeiro's coming off a win over Joseph Holmes. Joseph Holmes isn't anything special. And then he got smoked by Abdul Razak Al Hassan in his debut. He's a big guy. Don't get it twisted. He's big. He's strong. Kopylov isn't the biggest, but he's the more technical guy. The body kicks are going to be there. And if Kopylov is smart with his head movement and doesn't get necessarily hit in the face 24/7, I think he wins this fight. I think Kopylov has found his groove at middleweight. Honestly, since those losses to Duraev and Carl Roberson, this kid has truly found his groove, his confidence. And yeah, I think he's ready to smash some fools. So yeah. Next fight, the officer Trevin Giles versus Gabriel Bonfim. Gabriel Bonfim is, I think, the better brother out of the two. I think Trevin Giles is actually a better middleweight than he is a welterweight. He had his moments against Michael Morales, and obviously he does have a win over ranked middleweight Roman Dolidze, so good for him there. But yeah, the Louis Colsave performance was pretty bad. He has the fight against Preston Parson, went to split decision. The chin isn't there necessarily. He's just not the same guy. He doesn't have the same confidence, I feel like, that he used to. I personally feel like he's just not the same guy. He's just not. I think he had his time. He did in 2020 where he could have done something. I felt like with his career, but I think that ship has sailed. Just a few KO losses. The Dricus Duplessis knockout didn't do him no favors. But I mean, I guess in retrospect, that's not a bad loss. So, but yeah, I got Gabriel Bonfim getting the victory here. I actually got him by KO. I'm taking him by KO here. Yeah, in the second round. So yeah, I think he's way better than Trevin Giles, just being honest, at welterweight. So yeah. Next fight, Derrick Lewis versus Marcos Rogério de Lima. Good fight here. Derrick's my guy, man. 3-fight losing skid is horrible to watch. The Spivak loss was pain. The Pavlovich fight was, controversial, so no shame in that. And then obviously the Tai Tuivasa loss was pain too. Marcos Rogério de Lima is coming off wins over Waldo Costa and Andrei Arlovsky, so 2 good wins there. Here's how I think. I think Derrick Lewis time in the top 5 is done. I think we can all agree to that. But do I think he can still beat some of these lower level heavyweights? Hell the fuck yeah. Hell the fuck yeah. So I still think Derrick got it in the bag. I think I'm picking Derrick by second round TKO. I think he'll catch him. Derrick has sneaky power, and he sets it up in a sneaky way. Rogério de Lima, he goes forward. Do I think De Lima could go out there and wrestle Derrick? Yeah. But Derrick also has underrated grappling. So don't be surprised if Derrick stuffs some takedowns and De Lima has that spookiness in his face and he's all spooked and then he gets KO'd. I could see that happening. I still believe in Derrick. I don't think Derrick is completely washed. But yeah, it's been sad to see Derrick in the situation he's in. Derrick also has a reach advantage going into this matchup, so he will have the longer arms, and I think he'll be able to get the KO here. So hopefully, and he's not fighting in Houston, so it's another thing. But he also fought in the Apex last night, so it doesn't really matter. Next fight, I do have a breakdown coming out on Friday for this. Stephen Thompson versus Michel Pereira. The kangaroo, Michel Pereira, will be stopped in his tracks. His reign of tyranny of fraudulent performances will be stopped. I think Stephen Thompson wins this fight. Do I think Pereira has a grappling edge here? I think so, but I don't think he's a natural grappler in terms of MMA sense. I don't think he'll do it for 15 straight minutes. I think he might get some top time here. I do see that being a strategy they might employ against Thompson. He's an athletic, strong dude, so I think he might get a takedown here and there, but I do not think he can keep up the gas. I'll say it like that against Stephen Thompson. I think Stephen Thompson should actually get the victory here, and I think he'll beat him by 29-28 decision. I think maybe Michel Pereira might get the takedown in the first round and win that round, but after that I think he gasses, and I think Thompson takes over, drops him a few times, and just classic Thompson performance. I got Thompson here. Next fight. Michael the Maverick Chiesa versus Kevin Holland. My guy Chiesa, the return of the GOAT, my guy. After year and 7 months of not seeing the greatest of all time, the man, the next king of the welterweight division, He's finally back, baby, against Kevin Holland. I like Kevin Holland, but I'm sorry, my guy. You're just a casualty in the greatness of Chiesa. And I'm letting y'all know right now, Chiesa by second round submission. I got a breakdown on your boy's birthday. Just to let y'all know, it is my birthday week. So if you want to wish your guy a happy birthday, go ahead and wish him now. But yeah, you already know. Birthday wish. I got 2 wishes, baby. I need an Alex Pereira KO over journeyman Jan Błachowicz. And I need a Michael Chiesa classic submission over Kevin Holland. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. That's all an African boy is asking. That's all this African boy is asking. This hungry African boy is asking. But yeah, I got Chiesa here. We have seen throughout Kevin Holland's career, he has lost to grappler after grappler after grappler. All right. If you're telling me Michael Chiesa cannot go out there and out-grapple Kevin Holland, forget you. All right, forget you. So that's all I got to say. And all the Kevin Holland supporters out here telling me Holland's going to KO him, you can eat dirt. All right? Because the Maverick is back. And y'all must have forgot. But he will remind y'all. Next fight, Tony Ferguson versus Bobby Green. I got a breakdown on this. I actually got Bobby Green by late TKO in the 3rd round. I think I'll just keep it like this. 5-fight losing streak for Tony Ferguson, age 39. Tony Ferguson is known for his toughness. In his prime, he was a really good fighter. At one point, you could consider him a great fighter. I've never considered him that, but some people did. I always considered him a good fighter. Some people consider the uncrowned champ. He was good in scrambles. He was good with toughness. He was good at walking you down and breaking you down. In his last fight against Nate Diaz, he was happy to be there. He was not trying to win. He was almost just happy to be there. I don't know how else to say it. Tony Ferguson is done. And I think Bobby Green still has some stuff left in the tank. And I ain't no Bobby Green fan. I'll keep it at that. But I do think Tony Ferguson is done, and I think Bobby Green still can beat some lightweights. And yeah, I think Bobby Green has this in the bank. So I got Bobby Green by 3rd round TKO over Tony Ferguson. But I have a breakdown on this where I go more in depth, so go check that out. Coming up, next up in the co-main event, Jan Błachowicz, journeyman Jan Błachowicz versus Alex Pereira. Yeah, me and Mr. Jan have a beef. Jan has knocked out a lot of my guys in Corey Anderson, Luke Rockhold. He beat my guy Rakic. So this is personal. Have I seen Jan lose? Yeah. My guy Glover taught him some grappling. But I need to see journeyman Jan Błachowicz smoked. Alright, so my guy, I have a breakdown coming out on this. So go check that out. But my guy, Jan, and I call him journeyman Jan because he used to be a journeyman. I know people are going to be like, oh my God, he got the belt, bro. I completely disagree. Well, you can suck these nuts. I'll keep calling him journeyman Jan, all right? So, simple. Alex Pereira is going to knock this fool out because I said so. But, I'll go more in depth and more critical on why I do think the knockout is coming. Jan is 40 fucking years old. Age exists. He hasn't offensively grappled in about 2 years and 3 months successfully. Alex Pereira is always getting better with his grappling by time, working with Glover, a guy that has beaten Jan Błachowicz before. Alex Pereira will get the left hook and knock this fool out. So yeah, in the 2nd round. That is my prediction. I cannot wait for this fight. Journeyman Jan and your Jan Polish fans, I'm coming. And Pack Watch, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. That's another birthday wish. Your boy is praying. God, oh God, that's all I ask. A Chiesa victory and a Jan Błachowicz KO loss. That's all your boy asks. But it's coming. And in the main event, Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje. I got a breakdown of this coming. Good fight. Both guys have fought previously before. Dustin Poirier got the KO victory. It was a good fight while it lasted. But, maybe 2 years ago, I would have said Dustin Poirier beats him. But now I'm kind of swaying. I kicked myself in the face for not picking Justin Gaethje against Fiziev. I wanted to, and I didn't, like a fucking coward. And I'm not going to make the same mistake. Dustin Poirier is not training. He confirmed he's not training in Utah. He's coming out probably a week ahead of the fight. And I think that will bite him in the ass. I think Justin Gaethje will break Dustin Poirier in the fourth round via TKO. I'll go more in depth with it, but that's my primary reason, is that he confirmed on Ariel Helwani's his show, that he was not training. He'll be doing most of his training in Florida. I think the altitude's real, and you better be ready for it, man. So, do I think Justin Gaethje is going to go and turn into a D1 wrestler? No, I do not. But I think the leg kicks are there for Justin. I think Justin just got caught in that first fight. Obviously, Dustin was looking amazing. Poirier was looking amazing with the boxing. He was outboxing Gaethje, and Gaethje was just covering up. But Gaethje was on his way to breaking him, I feel like, and then he got caught with a beautiful punch in that fourth round. But I think Justin Gaethje actually gets the victory. I do. And I think Justin Gaethje gets that BMF belt. And I do. I think Gaethje gets his revenge. I think Gaethje has more to prove in his career than Poirier. Poirier's always seemed like he is ready to hang it up. I just don't know. Same age. The rematch is going to be dope. It's going to be a war, and I just can't wait for it. But I got Justin Gaethje here. I think he beats him. I think he gets his revenge. But yeah, those are my picks. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's your boy eBay. I'm out of here. Go follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter and my TikTok. Like, comment, and share the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. You already know we put out the earliest content. We work the hardest, and we give you guys everything you deserve. Love y'all, and goodbye. I'm out of here.